Well, with an annual budget of more than $80 billion and a caseload of some 46 million Americans, food assistance is the second largest means-tested welfare program. It's also one of the fastest growing, which worries some members of Congress. One America's John Hines has more from Washington.
Food stamps, or the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also called SNAP, is growing quickly amongst able-bodied adults without children. Congressman Jim Jordan wants to halt this trend. He thinks able-bodied adults should be required to work if they want food stamps.
There's been tremendous growth in the food stamp population over the last 7 years. I mean, huge growth, several million people.
Jordan says a work requirement can stop this trend.
So what we're saying is, look, if you're an able-bodied adult with no dependents, you got to work. There's got to be a work component, work requirement, if you're going to get help from the taxpayer. We think that's good sense. We think that treats taxpayers with respect. Probably more importantly, or maybe most importantly, we think it's sort of the tough love nudge that people stuck in the welfare system need.
One reason for the sharp increase in food assistance roles could be that the Obama administration changed the rules, says Rachel Sheffield, a policy analyst at the Heritage Foundation.
The food stamps program does have a small work requirement for able-bodied adults without dependents. However, for several years, those work requirements had been waived with President Obama's stimulus package, and for several years even after that. So what we've seen from that time is a major increase of able-bodied adults without dependents on the food stamps program.
But some states saw a change when they required work, says Sheffield.
Some states decided to end those waivers, and what we saw was a major decline in participation of able-bodied adults without dependents once those work requirements went into place.
House Speaker Paul Ryan has said welfare reform is one of his top priorities. And as chairman of the conservative House Freedom Caucus, Jordan will have a seat at the table when it comes to this reform. And his idea for a work requirement for food assistance is likely to be part of that change. John Hines, One America News, Washington.